start off talking about wins. Who's had some wins this week? Charles, come on up here. Come on up. if you don't mind, come on up, because I want to celebrate you guys. So Charles, I just asked him. I just asked everybody who had some wins, and he raised both hands.
Yes.
Both hands.
Yes.
So what kind of win you got there? What's going on?
Had a closing on Monday, and with that closing, I capped.
He capped. Woo! Yeah. All right.
I got 6 more months before my next year.
You got 6 months of 100%. I
100%.
love it, man. Now,
You're gonna make icon.
Hey, but let me just share this, because Charles Lee, when he came to Mentorship Masters, he was working a full-time job. He had an IT career for many years, working, just kind of on the grind. Anybody ever been there? On that hustle, on that W-2? And he couldn't, and he was at Keller Williams at the time. We don't ever slam any other company, but he just couldn't find a way out. He was on that hamster wheel, and he was like, man. I asked him. I said, what's your big goal? He said, I just want to be able to transition fully into real estate, and he was doing pretty good. You were doing pretty good on the side, but not well enough to feel comfortable to leave.
Right.
And
not enough just to make a big leap.
To make the big jump, because he had a really good career, But now he's making the 6 figures, capped in 6 months, and he's got 6 months at 100%. What's up, brother? Woo! All right, congratulations, Charles. All right, that's a big. Who else has some big wins that they want to share? Any wins that you've had, or even a little win? Anybody had any little win? No little wins. I see Brett with his mouth kind of high. No. Nobody in the last month. Anybody had any wins? Anything that you are thankful for? Raise your hand if you're thankful. Yeah. Okay, but raise your hand if you don't want to be specific about what you're thankful for. Okay, that's okay.
Raise your hand if you don't want to.
All right, so let's talk about losses.
Sandra, you've had a big win.
I'll come up
in the
and
last
share.
month.
What's up, Masters? We are live streaming. The show is all right. We already got some comments bumping.
I have a share.
Oh, you got to share. Come on, Josie Williams has a share. And
my share is that we went to Puerto Rico to celebrate my 60th birthday and our 29th wedding anniversary. But on the plane going, I was able to share with I met this lady. And so after sharing a little bit about herself, and I'm like, have you ever considered getting into real estate? And she's like, actually, I've been told I should, and my mom and her sister also. So I was able to share a video with them about EXP, and so that was 1, so that might be 3. And then where? In Siesta Key at the beach, I met these 2 other ladies. So I started talking, and I just meet people, and so it's like, have you ever considered getting into real estate? I'm about to retire in May, one of them says, and so that's my win for me, that I've been able to share with 5 people just recently within the last week. Or 2 weeks or so. So whenever you're out there, just talk to people. Just get interested in themselves, and just as they start talking, then just if you feel that they might be a good fit for what y'all are doing or whatever. So anyway, that's my share with y'all. So don't be shy. Just ask.
Just ask. Thank you. Woo! I was on a plane one time, and Josie and I were sitting together. And there was a guy sitting, and I'm an introvert, okay? You guys have heard that before. A lot of people don't believe it because they see me up, but I'm just being obedient to the calling that God gave me all my life by being up here and, being in front of people. But it's not natural to me. So when I'm on the plane, I just want to be left alone. Like, just, hi, how you doing? Then, I read a book or whatever. And so this guy kept talking, and Josie was like, talk to the guy. This was years ago, many years ago, when I was in the music business, and what I desperately needed at the time was investors in my real estate, in my music company. I needed investors, and I needed $7,000 in investment. But it was kind of one of those things where I was working it out, figuring it out, putting it on paper, and Josie kept nudging me, talk to this guy. I'm like, you talk to him, I don't want to talk to him. So finally, being obedient, I just went ahead and talked to him. He was like, well, what do you do? Well, I'm in da-da-da. So one thing led to another. It turns out that he had money that he needed to invest in something. So he ended up being one of our very first investors in our record company. So he invested $7,000 and he made his money back with interest. So you just never know when we call it a prompting. A prompting. Have you ever been prompted, like you're somewhere and it says that you get that voice like, go talk to that person. But there's another voice that says, that's dumb. Don't go talk. You don't want to do that. You're going to look like a fool, right? So be willing to be a fool. And when you hear that prompting, that's the Holy Spirit, and go ahead and, move forward on that prompting. So, good win.
Because of that prompting, Arttemis came into our lives. Also, the story, the person sitting next to me, and then he.
We can't hear you on the mic. We're live streaming.
You got to come up front and talk.
Well, you can
tell the story. It's good.
Because that's
Yeah.
a good story about following.
What's up, everybody? Kimberly Mitchell is in the house. We got Carol in the house.
What's up,
We're live
Kimberly?
streaming. What's up, y'all?
So Knolly was just sharing about prompting, which basically to me is the Holy Spirit speaking to me or guiding me. And so we were here in Austin. Knolly wanted to go out for pancakes. He hadn't had pancakes in a long time because sometimes he becomes gluten-free and whatever. And so we went to Counter Cafe, which is a kind of small restaurant in Austin. And so we were sitting at the bar. So there's this guy next to me. He gets his pancakes, and then he gets this container with what was honey. And Nolly's looking, and so then he's like, I wonder what he got. So then I asked him, and he says, oh, it's honey. It's honey. Would you like some? And so here's this guy on here, and Nolly's on the
I didn't want to
side.
talk to him.
And Nolly's shy. He doesn't want to talk. And so then he says, would you like some? And I said, well, he would, because I wasn't eating pancakes. So anyway, so then he reaches over and he looks, aren't you a realtor here in Austin? And Nolly's like, yeah. And just keeps on. And I'm over here tapping him like, talk
to him,
talk.
yeah.
And yeah, and whatever. And then the guy says, I've been following you for years now, blah, 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 whatever. So anyway, then we go on to the next restaurant next door for coffee. Then we're going to drink coffee. So he's scrolling through his phone, looking for some date, because he was going to go to Italy, something or another, and he was looking for something. So then I see a picture of what looked like an eye. And I'm like, wait, what's that? And he says, oh, that's just a picture of my eye. I'm like, wait, but come back, let me see. Wow, let me see that. And I said, I've heard about iridology, and I've always been interested in that. He says, oh, a friend of mine does iridology. Arttemis is his friend, which later I met him. And so our lives literally were transformed from getting an eye reading through Arttemis. Our lives, it's like we're down here barely surviving, and we started thriving after that. And so all because Knolly, well, I was the one that did most of the talking, but Knolly was shy. But I'm always tapping or kicking him like, talk. So yeah, whenever you feel that, just, it's not you really, it's God through you that's doing the talking. Because we think it's all us, but it's not about us at all. So,
Thank you. That's a great share. Thank you so much.
And Nolly's life
come
was,
up here, Arttemis, because I want to ask you. You have a saying about shyness. Let's make sure you're on. Are you on?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on.
I'm good.
I'm on. I'm always
So what is shyness? How many of us are shy? How many of y'all were shy?
Everybody raised
Everybody
their
in the
hand.
room. So
But you showed up today, so thank you for being here.
I tend to attract shy people, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe not so much. Maybe the ones that come to class are shy.
Yeah.
Is that weird or what?
I
Anyway.
have no idea why that is.
So what's this about shyness?
It's connected to a fear of being seen. Yeah. Or a fear of judgment.
A fear of judgment. And it starts when now are we born shy, or is it just?
Some people are born introverts, some people are born extrovert.
Okay.
So, shyness can be really unique to the person's personality profile, like both dynamics.
Yeah.
Or it can be unique to just how they were raised.
Okay.
Their environment and experiences in life.
Yeah.
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 But to really break through that fear, you got to have a connection to your purpose. You got to have a connection to your heart and why you do what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can overcome any how with a big enough why.
Perfect.
So even if you're shy and you're wondering, how do I do it? Can I do it? But when the purpose is there, and I'm going to talk about that today.
Okay,
in
cool,
class.
cool.
I
Okay,
love to
good.
be seen.
Yeah.
So if you just
Yeah.
love to be seen, which sometimes for some reason or another,
Yeah.
we're not. So
Yeah.
anyway.
And you never really
Thank
hear
you.
all the fear. You just learn how to transform it in the moment. So it's like you're always going to be a little, like right now I feel tension in my stomach to stand here in front of you, but I've got 400 YouTube videos and I've been a public speaker for 10 years. So my purpose to be here for your transformation of your real estate business is what helps you move through the fear.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes it's elusive, connecting to that purpose. So
Yeah.
we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to
Yeah.
talk about getting six figures
Stuff. All right.
and using our mindset to get to those six figures. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about that too. So
And today's going to be interactive too. So for those of you watching the live stream, grab pen and paper. Grab something to write with. Everyone get pen and paper out because we're going to do some exercises today. This is going to be a transformative experience for all of you. So grab paper, grab pen. We're going to start doing a little exercise and then we're going to jump into some content. So
cool. So how are we doing on time? I want to ask one more question to the group.
yeah.
Where are we at?
It is 10:18.
Oh,
10:18.
we're right on
Okay,
time.
I got time for one more question. How many of you have had any losses this week, within the last month or so? Because we talked about wins, but Charles again. Charles,
I've had that too.
you've had a loss.
Yeah.
Come on up.
He was asking for wins and losses.
And we're asking you guys to come up because we are live streaming this. By the way, let me just share this while Charles is up here. Mentorship, we're almost at 200 members. Okay, so I feel like this next week we're about 196 right now. So this next week I feel like we'll roll over to 200 members. We're in many states. I have to add up all the states we're in. And so, but you've had a loss,
Oh, yeah.
and they're live streaming in. Is the reason I brought that up. So.
Okay, so back in December, I closed on a house, and it was one of those crazy, way over list price. So I started contacting my sphere, people that I knew, people I worked with. Lady had a house in Pflugerville. She had already moved to New Mexico. And I was telling her, hey, the market is crazy. If you're thinking about selling, I know you got a rental property here. Now's the time to sell. Oh yeah, I want to do it. I got renters in there. They're kind of an older couple. They're there through April, but let's stay in touch. So I stayed in touch with her every few weeks. Hey, how's it going? Still thinking about it? Yeah, I want to do it. Didn't hear from her for about a month. Contacted her last week. Hey, how's it going? Are we still thinking about selling? Actually, I just put it on the market today with another realtor.
And they want you to be happy for them.
Yeah. And I was. And then I said, hey,
Man.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I just knew I'm
Bummer.
getting this listing. I'm getting this listing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it turned out that I didn't feel so bad because the other agent was very creative with what she did and how she handled their elderly tenants
Oh, okay.
that I hadn't thought about.
Right.
I was like, hey, I got to give it to you.
Yeah.
You did a hell of a job on that one.
Well, I appreciate.
it hurt.
It does hurt. Doesn't it hurt when we lose? And let's give Charles a round of applause. Thank you, Charles. Charles is another introvert. Welcome to the club. And so it's not comfortable. I mean, it's not natural for him to get up here. So thank you, Charles, for sharing that. I had another one of our masters that reached out to me. By the way, if you guys ever need to reach me, I always get back with you, right? You guys know I always. You guys know that. But if you ever need to reach me in a pinch, there's a thing called voice text. And that has been working really well. So you just shoot me a voice text. Hey, Knolly, I got this situation. What do I do? So one of our members reached out to me yesterday. She says, I can't believe it. Somebody came into my territory. She was pissed. Somebody came into my territory.
Competition.
And they listed the house right behind the house that she has listed, And it happened to be another EXP agent, kudos for that. But I shared with her that, God has many mouths to feed. Okay, we're not his only child. Okay, sometimes I act like an only child. I remember one time I was coming into my neighborhood and I saw another sign. Ooh, I was torqued. I don't like to see a sign in mine. On the way home, I had to pick a different route to get home, right? I don't want to see somebody else's sign. But God gave me that. He says, I got a lot of mouths to feed. You're not my only child now. So, but the other thing, on the flip side of that, it helps us to become even more diligent. I feel like Charles did everything he could have done.
Absolutely.
And you just leave it in the hands of God. You just say, God, I surrender this to you. Okay? And then you get 2 or 3 more.
Yeah.
When you start to attach negative energy to a bad experience, then guess what happens? you start to reap more negative energy, more bad, right? So with that, we're going to jump right into mindset. Arttemis always needs a little more time than he thinks he does. So because what he shares with us is so deep, and he's my coach. You know, those of you that don't know, I've had a coach since I was 8 months in the business. I'm now almost 18 years in the business. Arttemis is my coach. He's been my coach for the last 5 years. Yeah. I only hire the best, guys. So I only bring you the best, and
I haven't fully given him all that I got yet.
Yeah, he's holding back a little, but it's when I'm ready.
It's just we're growing right now. So
yeah, we're growing.
I'm letting us coast for a little while.
Yeah, and he'll look at me and he'll say, "You're not ready for this." So without going any further, Arttemis, thank you so much for helping us go to 6 figures by changing the way we think.
Absolutely.
Changing our mind. God bless you, brother.
So this presentation I've been working on for about 20 years, since I was 21. You know, I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed to be who I am, where I am in my life and career, because I stand on the shoulders of giants. You know, I've been in the presence of some of the finest healers, coaches, mentors in the world. I personally mentored with them face to face, you know, and I'm just so full of grace. Like I live a beautiful life. I love my life. I love what I do. I wake up every day on purpose, on fire. I just did a 28-day liver cleanse, and that liver cleanse was really for me to work on myself, to clear anything that's holding my body back from stepping into my full purpose, passion. And my purpose for our agents and our teams is to help you make money with meaning and live your true purpose. Because if you just got into real estate for the money, that ain't enough. You got to have money with meaning, and you need to have passion with purpose if you're going to move up the wealth lighthouse today. And so this presentation that we're talking about today is the 7 golden truths about money and becoming rich in your life and business. And this really is 20 years in the making, because some of the stuff I'm sharing with you, I've been contemplating for 20 years of my life. I started waking up spiritually when I was 13 years old. My dad had a PhD in law, graduated from the University of Texas in Austin, and he also had another master's degree, and he spoke a half a dozen languages, worked for the government, traveled the world, and he started giving me all these books, all these esoteric books, because I was asking him all these questions, and he's like, well, here, read this, and so in 13, I was studying all the major spiritual traditions of the world. I was studying all the esoteric traditions of Christianity. I was learning all the secret teachings of the life of Jesus and all the masters all around the world, including sacred geometry, and I just got fascinated with truth. And I have a gift that God gave me, which is discernment. And discernment is more important than knowledge. Just know that to be true, that what you're going to get today is discernment about wealth, discernment about money, and what it takes to become rich beyond just having lots of money. Question. You know I got to tie it into real estate. So if you give 100 agents the same proven marketing system that will make them $1 million in GCI, will all of them succeed?
No.
No. Why is that? Jump in.
They won't do the work.
Yeah, they won't do the work. Yeah. What else?
Their mind hadn't been renewed.
Yeah.
They don't have, their mind is not where it needs to be. Because here's how Jim Rohn put it. If you give someone $1 million, they best become a millionaire real quick, or else they'll lose all the money.
Yeah.
If you don't have a millionaire mindset, you can't handle. Just look at people that won the lottery. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about getting the million. It's about having that mindset.
Yeah. Does working hard guarantee your success?
No.
Or is there something more we need to get to the top? That's really what today's about. There's something more than just the money, and today you're going to learn some secrets in creating the proper mindset and the proper structure. And I'm going to use that word a lot today, structure. Structure is a really powerful word when you start shifting your money mindset. The proper mindset and the proper structure to build long-lasting wealth, abundance, and prosperity in your business. So in this interactive experience, this is going to be interactive. We're going to be doing visualization, meditation, introspection, Do y'all know what introspection is? It's the awareness of what's happening within oneself about money. So we're going to do an exercise on how you see money. We're going to play with money, wealth, and beliefs. We're going to do a money meditation. We're going to understand the true meaning of abundance, the true meaning of prosperity, and the true meaning of wealth. The importance of structure in your business and how to make money flow with consistency in any business, including our real estate business, and connect your purpose to prosperity to become truly rich. This is going to be a powerful, powerful body of work. I'm glad we're recording this because we will use this material to set the tone for every agent to get to 6 figures and 7 figures in their real estate business. And this information is truly, truly life transforming when you understand it and you apply it in your life and business. Part 1 of this life training is going to begin in the heart and what's already true inside of us about abundance and prosperity. Part 2 of our training is when we take our heart's understanding up into our minds and consciously create wealth in our life and business. You need your heart and your mind for long-term success in any business. It's not just about the money. So one of my greatest quotes from Master Lao Tzu: in nature, nothing is rushed, yet all is accomplished. How many of us want the money now? But you know, business, yeah, we want the money now. You know, the businesses that we build in real estate based on a clear mind, a powerful position in the marketplace, lead generation in flow with systems that flow, those structures take time to build. Nature happens in cycles and seasons. And so we need to understand that your business, whether you know it or not, is working with the laws of nature, the laws of market flow and money flow and inventory flow. You know, and you got to build out your mindset, your positioning, your marketing, and your systems, and that can't really be rushed. So that's why I like this. I put this statement here, because in nature nothing is rushed, yet all is accomplished. And when you understand that your business has cycles and seasons, you're going to really slow down and start to really get to the heart of your business so that you can have the spiritual thrust to move up the wealth lighthouse and grow your real estate business into a 7-figure business. This isn't just about 6 figures today. This is actually also about 7 figures. Question: have you ever wondered that we often look to money to keep us safe and secure? Will money ever keep you safe? No. Yeah.
More money, more problems.
Yeah. And you think about it, like, why do we look to money to keep us safe? It's because of our family of origin, mom and dad. Yeah, if we grew up in a poverty consciousness and mom and dad didn't feel safe, then that's impressed upon our subconscious mind. And so whatever life we choose, whatever direction we go in business, we look to money to keep us safe because it didn't keep mommy and daddy safe. And they were always chasing, chasing, chasing. And unfortunately, that's 99% of entrepreneurs. Make sense? Yeah, money. So the first golden truth about money is that your safety doesn't come from money. Now I'm going to be busting a lot of belief systems today and helping you upgrade them to new healthy beliefs about money.
Arttemis, just real quick.
Yeah.
I'm monitoring the live stream. So I don't think there's anything we can do about, you know, the fact that the everything's in reverse. On the
Oh, no, I don't think so. Yeah. Well, I'll have to give him the slides after class.
Well, and
Yeah.
I'm recording on this camera too, so they'll
Yeah.
have a good copy.
Yeah, we'll get him the replay. Safety comes from a still and quiet mind. Meditation combined with a clear mind in your business model is the first key to achieving happy money and mastery over your failure and success. How many here are meditating daily? Yeah. Everyone raise your hand next time you come to class with me. Yeah. Because the mind is a trap. Meditation is awareness of who you really are. And when you get into that place of awareness, you know that God's always got you covered. In awareness. You know, you are not your mind in your business. You use your mind to create your business. But when we're not meditating, when we're not being still and quiet each morning before God, or still and quiet each afternoon if we've had a really busy day, meditate for 10 minutes in the afternoon just to kind of, you know. How many know what I'm talking about? When you're like, phone calls, lead gen, contracts, okay, what's next? New listing appointment, new listing agreement, you know, and all this stuff. And you get so much in your mental world that you lose sight of the vision, you lose sight of the purpose, you disconnect from presence. So sometimes you just need to like quiet the mind in the afternoon. And this has been like my practice because I'm in the process of building a whole new powerful movement in real estate to bring these principles into our industry. Because we need more of this in real estate. You know, we need more of this content to inspire agents to make money with meaning, live their true purpose in harmony with their genius, as God created them to be, not chasing shiny objects and gurus. So master meditation, stillness, and contemplation of the laws of creating wealth, which I'll teach you today, and you will be safe and secure wherever you are and however much money you have in your bank account. So let's do a little silence. And after we do a little silence, we're going to jump in and do a little inner dialogue with your money. So we're going to start with like a 2 to 3 minute meditation. And then I'm going to take you on a journey. And it's going to be really fun because what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like you're walking into a meeting with money. And you're sitting across the table from it. And as I ask you questions about your money, I want you to write down the answers. Because this is an exercise to understand introspection and how you see or how your subconscious mind sees money. And this will be very, very insightful for you to write this down. And then we're going to pause. We're going to pause. And for those of you watching here, go ahead and get pen and paper out because you're going to want to do this too. And as we go in this journey and look at our relationship with money, we're going to pause and reflect on, okay, what just happened? And then we're going to pretend that we're money. And we're going to have money look at us. And we're going to ask a few more questions. And then we're going to do some relationship counseling. Y'all ready for this? You ready to heal your relationship with money?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because some of us have a very toxic and sick relationship with money.
Yeah, and when we have that, so let's talk about the why behind this. When we have a toxic relationship around money, what does that create?
Yeah, it
repels.
Yeah, pushes it away.
It repels success.
Yeah. And if we have a toxic relationship with money, we also tend to attract toxic deals or toxic partnerships, you know.
Toxic clients?
Or toxic clients. Yeah. Yeah, so it's, you know, healing this in the mind, conscious and subconscious, and just becoming aware is the first step. So that's really what this is about. So everyone, let's start in some silence. Everyone, close your eyes, uncross your legs, put your feet on the floor. And take your right hand, just place it on the heart. Drop your attention down to the center of your chest. And allow your breath to be free and easy. Just take a deep, deep, full body breath in. Exhale. Good. Relax your lower back. Drop your attention down to the center of your chest and take a deep breath in. Exhale. And as you breathe, relax your eyes and just feel your eyes relax behind your eyes, behind your eyelids. Drop your attention down to your heart and just imagine that you can breathe through the center of your chest as if the Holy Spirit was everywhere present, flowing through the heart, just flowing in through your breath. You can feel the spirit of life, the breath of life. Just breathe into your heart. And as you exhale, you just feel that breath and that life pour out of your heart like a river of life, like a golden river of beautiful light, breathing that same life back into the heart. Breathe it deeply in the heart and hold your breath at the top. And as you hold your breath at the top, embrace the oxygen as life. And now exhale and just let it all go. Inhale into your heart. And exhale from your heart. Drop your attention down to the center of your chest. Take a deep breath into your heart. Inhale and hold, embrace the oxygen, embrace the life, life abundant, life beautiful, life eternal, and just exhale from the heart. Just feel that light and life all around you. Breathe into the heart. Exhale from the heart and just relax. Relax your neck and shoulders. Relax your eyes. Soften your face. Take another deep, deep, deep breath into the heart. It's in this place of quietness that the intuition comes in, the synchronicities, the insights, the new opportunities flow in this place of heart presence. Take a deep breath into your heart. Exhale from the heart. Now imagine you're going to have a meeting with money. And you walk into this big cafe. And you go up to have a meeting with money. And money's sitting there right at the table. And you sit down with money and ask yourself, what is the image of my money? What does it look like? And just look at the money. First words, first image, like write down, what does the money look like when you're going up to have a meeting with it? Is it a fat man, skinny man? Is it dark? Is it light? As you're going down to sit down with your money, what's the first thing you see as you're about to have this meeting with money? What's it look like? Is it big? Is it small? And ask yourself, as you look at your money to have this meeting with money, what do I believe about it? What do you believe about the money you're meeting with? Write it down. What do you believe about money? Do you have any judgments about it? Any judgments come up about money? And now, as you're sitting there with money, observing your beliefs and judgments, just notice that this money starts to come alive. It starts to want to talk to you. And imagine that you can project yourself inside this person next to you, we're calling money. And now the money can tell you something. What's the first thing money's telling you? What's money saying to you? As you sit across from it, what's it telling you? What's money saying to you? First words, first image, first insight.
Be careful.
Yeah. Who wants to share? What's money telling you?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not bad.
Yeah.
Spend me.
Yeah. Spin me. Yeah. Yeah. What else? What else is money saying?
I'm here for you.
I'm here for you. Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah. How can I help you?
Mine was, you can have as much as you desire.
I love it. Yeah. Josie said, you can have as much as you desire. Yeah. And so imagine we're going to do a little bit of like relationship counseling. Like, we go into the counseling room and we look at the couple and they're in conflict. Maybe they don't have what they want from each other. But the counselor's like, look, you want this, you want this. Let's all come together and create conscious agreements and new healthy belief systems where you two can cooperate. And so if you're sitting down with your money and you don't have what you really want from it, what belief systems do you have to let go of to have this healthy relationship with it? Write it down. What beliefs do you need to give up to get to $1 million a year?
Bless you. I choose.
Yeah, that sneezes are confirmation in body language. So when she sneezes twice, that's a double confirmation that there's truth in the room for Josie. She's just confirming that, hey, I do have some beliefs I need to drop about money. What stories would you need to let go of? What failures and stories would you need to let go of to have a stronger relationship with your money? Write it down. What judgments have you placed that you may need to let go of? What judgments about your money? And play full on, really give yourself permission to look at, hey, what beliefs do I have about money? Do I have to work hard for my money? Does it take a long time to get money? Do I have to sacrifice my time and freedom for money? Is money the root of all evil? Is the love of money the root of all evil? These are all just belief systems. None of them are true. What beliefs? What stories? How did mom and dad see money growing up? And is that story of mom and dad's money still growing, operating in your subconscious mind? And I'm going to give you some resources and some things at the end of class to really start clearing these belief systems. And you're going to be clearing a lot of them today as we go through the training. So, anyone want to share? What's the biggest judgment you have, or the biggest limiting belief? Jesse.
So growing up, my mom was a single mom. My dad died when I was 4. She had 8 children. And we would go into town because we lived out in the country. And so we would go to all the different stores to get the best deal on whatever, groceries, basically. And so I grew up being very frugal and going to H-E-B, Albertsons, whatever the stores were back then, to save a penny maybe, off of this item or whatever. So I grew up believing that money was difficult to get, and I had to be very frugal in order to have enough to pay my bills, to make it through every month. So that's what I used to believe, which is not true. And so I was just thinking this morning, I went yesterday grocery shopping, bought a bunch of fruit, and I was like, how much was this? I didn't even look at the price. Like, I couldn't even tell you how much a pound of papaya or bananas or gas. People know how much. I have no idea how much is a gallon of gas because I just don't look at it.
Yeah.
But I used to just count my pennies.
So close your eyes again and pretend like you're back sitting in that cafe. Money is right in front of you. You're right in front of money. You've looked at the conflict that you've had between you and money. And now you're ready to just embrace it. So just take this relationship you have with money and just bring it into your heart. Just hold the money in your heart and say, I honor you, I respect you, and thank you for giving me all that I desire in my life and business. Just embrace your money. Embrace your value. Because in the eyes of our Creator, your value is never in question. Just how you use His laws are. So embrace the money. Bring it into your heart. Take a deep breath in. Feel the connection you have. And when you look at money, begin to look at money as just a measurement. You begin to wake up to this whole new understanding that money is just a measurement of value. It has nothing to do with me or other people. Just imagine your money just measures value. It measures how much something people want to pay you for. And that's all it is. Money's just value. And it just flows through structures that you learn how to build in your life and business. That you don't need to attach emotion to money or belief systems. Money's not evil. It's just a measurement. It just measures value. And now that you can see money as just that beautiful measurement, and it's just there to serve as that measurement in your business, what changes for you when you can disconnect from money as an emotion to money as a measurement of value? How do you see it differently now that it's just there, neutral? Money has no light or dark energy to it. Money has no good or evil to it. And yet, you've seen people in the past use money in a negative way. But did that have anything to do with the money? No, it was the person. It wasn't the money. And now you can just completely see your money in a brand new light. It's just measuring value. It's just measuring the value you're willing to give your clients as a real estate agent. Are you ready to give more value to your clients? Are you ready to step out and create new solutions. What is value? Take a deep breath in. Value is just taking a real estate transaction and improving their satisfaction or decreasing their pain. That's it. That's all value is in every real estate transaction. You're just improving the satisfaction, helping them sell for top dollar, or decreasing their pain, releasing confusion, overwhelm about the sale. That's it. That's all you're doing. And you're responsible for creating that value so that more money can flow. Money is just a measurement. Slowly open your eyes. So the reason we did that first exercise about your relationship with money is to see how much energy you've given money that has nothing to do with money. Because money is not alive, it's not conscious, it's not vibration. It's just a measurement. And it's your responsibility to build wealth and create value in the marketplace that increases the measure of money in your life. Yeah, huge, like when I learned this, I was like, yeah, I get it now. Because how many can feel that truth in your heart? Like raise your hand. Like money's just a measurement. It has nothing to do with, now people misuse money all the time, but we blame the money, the person, but the money is neutral. It has no energy to it. It's just measuring how much money people want in exchange for value. If they perceive the home to be more valuable, they're going to pay more for it. That's it. Your job is to hold the exchange by delivering your personal service that helps them rise in that exchange of value. Money comes from other people's pockets. Do you desire to become wealthy? Say yes.
Yes.
What is wealth? Tell me, what is wealth?
Health.
Yeah, our health is our wealth, yes. What else? Happiness, yes. Freedom. Wealth is freedom, yes. There's no wrong answer here. All these answers are right.
What you have when all the money's gone?
Yeah. Knolly read the book. He read the cheat sheet. So Knolly said, wealth is what you have when all the money's gone. Now our great mentor, Roger Hamilton, is a global leader in conscious entrepreneurship, has 1 million entrepreneurs in his global portal called
2 million now.
Almost 2 million, yeah, 1.8 million.
Yeah.
And Roger is like a cross between Albert Einstein, Richard Branson, and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant man. He's my mentor for life. And the day I met Roger and this book is the day I became a real estate agent.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
At that event.
At this event, yeah. The day I was at this event, I brought Knolly to it, is the day I chose to become an agent and a master trainer of agents worldwide.
Yeah.
I woke up to my purpose in God through self-awareness. Roger taught me who I am from my personality profile and how I can partner to grow wealth and to grow my freedom. Yeah. And when Knolly didn't want to go to this event. And Josie's like, Knolly, get your butt.
I was blowing you off.
You were blowing me off. But I know Knolly, he's a bit stubborn. So, and because I had his ear, I was like, no, you got to check this dude out. This is like next level. This is like disc on steroids. You've never seen anything like this. This is going to be a game changer for our industry. This is going to help agents stop chasing shiny objects and get a compass for their real estate business, an internal compass that teaches us who we are and where we are and how to get to where we want to go based on value and leverage and structure. And I brought Knolly to the event and my life has changed forever. And some of the information I'm going to be bringing to you today about wealth comes from this book, The Millionaire Master Plan. So I highly recommend you read it and reread it and listen to the Audible 3 times, chapters 1 through 7, so you can get to knowing, not knowledge, but knowing. There's a difference between knowledge and knowing. Knowledge is just seeing the information. Knowing is becoming the information. I am becoming this information in my real estate business and my training company. Wealth is obtained from all the life experiences that we have that teach us to master ourselves. How many know what I'm talking about? Entrepreneurship is a journey of self-mastery.
Yeah,
master our business and our business models that we create for wealth, and master all the failures and successes that bring us consistent cash. That's wealth. Wealth is what you have when all the money is gone. It's who you are. If you took all the money away from Elon Musk, he'd have it all back in 5 to 10 years. If you took all the money away from Richard Branson, he'd have it all back in 5 to 10 years. It's not what you have in the bank account. It's who you are. It's the rich experiences that you cultivate up the wealth lighthouse. And I'm going to teach you that in just a sec. Money truth number 2. Money is not energy or vibration, as many would have you believe in the modern world and on YouTube. Money is just a measurement of value.
I used to always think it was a low vibration.
Yeah. No, it's completely neutral.
Huh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And it's just a measurement. It's like if we had to give money consciousness, it'd be like, hey, a kilogram is conscious, or a centimeter is conscious. No, a centimeter measures length. Money measures value. Money is not energy, it is a measurement of value. And in real estate, your value is your ability to improve satisfaction or decrease pain in every real estate transaction. And how you market to your consumers improves the value you can deliver to them. And the perceived value. How many know we have a high perceived value of real estate in Austin? Yeah, so it's not always real value, it's perceived value, but it's still value nonetheless. There are 9 levels of wealth. We have 3 prisms, and in the wealth lighthouse that you see here, it has 4 sides: blaze, dynamo, tempo, and steel. This is the first time in the history of economic evolution of humanity that we have a holographic model for wealth as it flows through us, our enterprises, and our governments. And this model is universal for every person sitting in this room, every business on the planet. Roger Hamilton created this map to show us the way value flows through the marketplace. And so in the foundation prism, this is the mastery of your wealth personally. In this enterprise prism, this is the mastery of wealth when you build a team and enterprise. So down here, you're creating projects and processes. You're a realtor doing a good job. You're creating, contracts and closings. You're in a process that your broker or your mentor has created for you, and you're mastering wealth as an individual. When you start to build a team around you, you're now creating the processes, and you've entered what we call the enterprise prism. And the movement from 6 figures to 7 figures is the movement from the foundation prism to the enterprise prism. And it is a structure of value and leverage that's all completely defined in the Wealth Lighthouse. Studying this in my real estate business and in all businesses I run has been the most profound shift in my consciousness. Wealth Dynamics in the Wealth Lighthouse has really changed how I see business in such a clear and concise way that I now have a compass. I now know what to do and when to do it. There's no question when you understand the foundation enterprise prism what you need to do to become financially free, because money is not personal, it's a structure. The alchemy prism up here is the mastery of wealth through our society, through what we call governments. So we have personal, team, society, levels of wealth. And here's the cool thing about the Wealth Lighthouse. All of you are in it right now. You're all either creating projects or you're part of someone's project. You're creating processes or you're part of someone's process. And there is a way to move up this lighthouse that I'll talk about at the end of the day. Money flow is connected to structure. Write that word down, structure. Money equals structure. Money equals structure. If there is something you don't like about your money flow right now in your business, it's because you've been focusing on the wrong structures. So you want to focus on building the proper structures, the correct structures within your business model so you can climb the Wealth Lighthouse. What are those structures? We'll talk about that in a sec. So what holds our energy back? If money is value and a measurement of value, let's go back and look at what holds our energy back from creating the most value in our marketplace. As a real estate agent, that's branding, videos, systems inflow, lead generation, lead incubation, lead conversion. Like as we start to build these systems to generate more influence and more leads and incubate more leads, why aren't we doing that work? Why aren't we delivering the goods to our marketplace to become a celebrity and have influence and generate more leads, more leverage, and more deals? It's because of unconscious fear and a weak mind. These are the 2 things that hold us back from delivering value to the marketplace. Even though money is just a measurement, it's a measure of your value that you're delivering the marketplace. And if you're living in fear and a weak mind, they're the greatest enemies of accumulating money. and wealth because they stop us from taking consistent action, discovering our deeper purpose. This is a heart understanding of what's holding you back. Your heart knows what you're afraid of. You wrote it down. And your heart also knows your purpose. And how do we strengthen our mind to do the work? That Knolly brought it up at the beginning of class, like shyness is a fear of being seen, fear of judgment. But if you know your purpose, you do it anyway, even though you feel fear. How do we strengthen our mind and overcome fear? In Scripture, not religion. I'm not a big fan of religions, by the way, but I love studying Scripture in the Bible because it's states of consciousness. And in Hebrews it says, faith is the substance of things hoped for. Fear is faith returning. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. The substance is the feeling you have of your successful life and business. It's the substance. The evidence is the vision, which is also the purpose, which is why you're here, why you are here. Evidence is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. It is the feeling and the vision and the purpose. And so you're going to feel fear, but it doesn't stop you from taking action to build the brand, the marketing, the automation, the systems, and the people to help you get to 6 and 7 figures in the real estate business because you have your heart in your business. Face your fears and doubts. Take consistent action. Be pulled by your vision, powered by your purpose, with a team and flow all around you. That's why Knolly and I are here. That's why I partnered with Knolly, because I knew that I had a gift to give our team, and it's this today. You know, I'm an agent, but I'm also a transformer of agents. You know, I'm here to help you make money with meaning and live your true purpose, because when you connect your heart to your business, every email, text, and phone call works 10 times better. Yeah, 10 times better. But there's a paradox about this thing we call heart in your business. You have to do it alone. It's up to you. It's up to you to face those fears. It's up to you to take those actions and do the 2 hours of lead generation every day, which includes videos and Facebook Lives and graphics and launching into the Facebook ad marketplace and taking risks. But you have us around you to relegate those risks. You don't have to do things out of order. Do things in the proper order. Because you have to do this work on your own, but you can't do it all by yourself. Does that make sense? Like if you're going to create wealth, it's up to you. But make sure you have the Knolly team and Arttemis Prime at your back to give you the right direction. Because you can't do it all by yourself. And whenever you see a paradox, you know God's talking to you. Paradoxes are when higher laws are at work. And there are a lot of paradoxes about wealth and creating wealth in life and business. And this is one of them right here. It's up to you to overcome the fears and take action and do the two and create content and create more value in the marketplace. But you want to be backed up by the Wealth Lighthouse, because the Wealth Lighthouse is your compass. It has a clear direction. Every level has a direction. You require a team, and that's why we're here in this room to support you. That's why we're here live streaming this to you right now. That's why you're watching this replay. That's why we're here. So there's 5 pillars that I've come up with that's going to help every agent get to 6 and 7 figures. A clear mind, a powerful position in the marketplace, lead generation mastery in our zone of genius so that we're having fun and getting more done. How many like to have fun in your business? Woo! How many like to attract people in your zone of genius and stop chasing shiny objects and gurus? And you want to have systems that flow, all surrounded by your team and flow. I call this the freedom agent formula. Moving from trapped and tired and overwhelmed to free. 2 minutes? Yeah. And so when we look at our clear mind, this is the most important thing to build a successful real estate business, is you need a clear mind. When your mind is clear, you choose a powerful niche. And in Knolly's book, we talk about the SOI, the farm, and the niche. So that's a powerful position in your real estate market. You start to develop that farm, that sphere of influence. That's your position. Inside powerful positioning is a powerful marketing strategy. When you have a clear mind and a strategy that's proven, you build confidence. When you have a powerful position and you start to generate more deals and more leads and more conversions, you have attraction. You start to get referrals. But you don't have abundance yet. You don't have more than enough. You have to build systems that flow to get from the mind to the position to the lead generation in your zone of genius, When you start to build systems and flow around you, you create more than enough leads coming into your pipeline, and then you build vision. And with EXP, we build legacy. At EXP, it's not just about getting to 6 and 7 figures. It's how can I be of greatest service to my team and my fellow agents. And this whole formula is not about competition. It's about collaboration. Because you have to have your team and flow around you once you master these 4 pillars. And remember, Master Lao Tzu said, in nature, nothing is rushed, all is accomplished. You're going to go through several seasons of clearing your mind. You're going to go through several seasons of defining your niche. You're going to go through several seasons of mastering lead generation, both organic lead generation and paid traffic lead generation, which I'll be teaching at some point. And you'll go through several seasons of creating the system and refining the system. But when you have these 4 pillars working together, your success is inevitable. You become fearless and free in your real estate business. And you want to do all of this in harmony with your zone of genius so it's fun for you. You don't do it like another guru tells you to do it, because their system may not be your system. It may not be in alignment with who you are. So before moving on to the proper structures of creating wealth, we're going to define abundance and prosperity in the heart, so we can take what we learn from the heart into the mind and create the life and business we truly love. So right here, when you look at this formula, this freedom agent formula, all of this is inside Success with Listings, by the way, in Knolly's book. The clear mind is connected to your vision. So like inside a clear mind of a real estate business, you have your vision, you have a positive self-image, and you have your purpose. And so these are kind of some of the secret elements that I'm going to be bringing into our team to really give you the passion and the power to go out and build a brand, a marketing strategy, and systems and flow. The powerful position is what Knolly talks about, becoming the mayor of your market. Becoming the celebrity. That's the position you have in the marketplace. You got to build it, but that's one of the key pillars. The lead generation mastery is the SOI, the farm, the niche, and the automation. And then the systems that flow is all the systems he provides in the book to help us gain leverage and traction. And so this is also connected to wealth dynamics, what I teach, which this is the what, who, when, how, and why. This is spring, summer, fall, winter, and this is the universal force of God that glues everything together. And so there's a genius in this diagram, because a lot of the agents I've been coaching that I've helped double and triple their production in the past year, I was giving him all of this organically, and then I woke up to it. I was like, hey, this is a formula. This is a formula that I've been giving them because it's based on wealth dynamics, the Wealth Lighthouse, and Success with Listings. And I'm the first one on the planet to actually integrate all this into one system, where you know who you are, you know where you are, you have a compass, and you have a map. See, most real estate coaches are only giving you the map, but they're not giving you the compass, because the compass is all your own. You have to wake up to your own compass of where you are in your business, and then you follow the map according to where you are. And I hope at some point Knolly and I will create a couple quizzes to help agents understand more of that, by taking some quizzes online. What is abundance? Abundance is not about receiving or having lots of stuff, even though that's fun. I like money, I like having. Abundance is actually about perceiving that all you desire for your life and business is already here.
That's weird.
That's the mindset shift that I want you to make about your listings and your leads and your leverage and your team and your systems, is that you want to come into every morning doing the 2 with this understanding of abundance. You don't need to chase people. You've got a SOI. Call them. Abundance is about perceiving that the leads, deals, new clients, and money coming into your real estate business is already here. Just do the 2. It's already here. And as you start to build that powerful position and do the 2 and flow, we're coming out with a book on that, by the way. It should be out in about a month. As you lead generate inside your zone of genius.
Talk about that.
Yeah, and Knolly and I will be publishing a book called Triple My Listings Genius Edition with the 4-part video series, where I'm going to teach you how to get into these laws and embody the laws of flow in your lead generation. So you're having more fun and getting more done. Because when you have more fun, you get more done. You still have to do the work to build out these pillars in your business model, but at least you're doing it in harmony with who you are and not what the gurus are saying. The gurus just give us the maps. The Freedom Agent formula gives us the compass. And so you need to know that as you're doing all of your lead generation, you live in an abundant marketplace. All your listings are 2 to 3 points away from you. It's all right here. It's right in front of you. Just be consistent. Be abundant in your lead generation. Abundance is not about having the deals. They're already here. They're right in front of you. Gratitude is the open door to true abundance on every level of your life and business. How many of you feel abundant right now? Yeah. The height at which you raise your hand is the level of enthusiasm you have about the abundance in your life. So,
We have to think about it.
yeah, let me think about it.
I'm going to ask you the question. Can I answer it?
Yeah.
It does seem a little paradoxical.
It's a paradox. But remember, God's speaking to you when you see this paradox. Because abundance is your birthright. You have to go out and deliver value to the marketplace to get the money in your bank, but you're already abundant as a child of God. And there's already enough SOI, farm, niche, listings, and leads and leverage out there for you. I mean, heck, we live in 2021, guys. We have more in our bank account, in our refrigerator now than millionaires did 100 years ago. We have more in our bank and our refrigerator and our houses than multimillionaires did 100 years ago. If you don't have it now, you're never going to enjoy it when you have it. Abundance is right here. It's right in front of us. Lack seems very real for some of us, but it's an illusion because we live in the most abundant times ever in the history of humanity. It's just we're too much in our heads. The mind is a trap. It will trap you. You think you will need to chase more deals to become abundant. Have the abundance now and then choose to become prosperous. With money, though, sometimes we slow down anything we cling to, and usually we don't stop it from leaving. This is another hidden truth about money, is that if we're in lack, if we're not in the abundance that, hey, everything I desire is right in front of me, I'm just going to go claim it. Even though I feel fear, I'm going to do it anyway. But if I'm in grief or sadness or yearning, if I'm contracting with my money, I won't go out and invest money in myself to grow my business. I'll be clinging to it. I'll be stuck at red level. You know? So just know that you need to let some money go to grow. You need to release some money to get the market moving. Whether you're red, orange, or yellow, we're all going to be giving and receiving money according to value and exchange. And so don't cling to it. You need to save 10% of every deal and put it in your marketing campaigns for sure, but don't cling to it. Be willing to invest in yourself. Be willing to invest in a coach. Be willing to invest. I mean, Knolly and Josie, are you happy with the investment you made with me?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, you invested a lot.
Yeah.
And here we are. You know, and all the agents I've coached have invested a significant amount of money, but they've all doubled their production.
Remember, it's called currency for a reason.
Yeah.
It moves like a current. It's currency.
Yeah.
Cycles.
Yeah, so just keep this in mind. This is another thing that my teacher, Dr. Scott Mills, reminded me of, is that, you know, when we put all this emotion into money and we don't realize it's just a measurement, we cling to it because we think it's something, but it's neutral. What we need to do is step into our powerful position in the marketplace, develop marketing strategies, and go let some of that money go into our marketing campaign so it can come back to us. But we do it strategically according to where we are in the lighthouse and our budget. But we don't cling to it out of scarcity. We invest it. When you spend, you lose. When you invest, what do you get? Dividends. Yeah. Invest your money wisely into yourself, mindset. Invest your money wisely into your business model, marketing engines that flow, with systems that flow. So the solution at red level is to measure your money, know the score each month, while feeling the immense gratitude for how abundant your life really is right now. This is profound, guys. Like, what we're about to get into is like deep, deep, powerful stuff. When you apply this into your life, into your lead generation, know the score in your business. What's the score? How many in your database? How many in your pipeline? What else? What else would you measure? If you're a Facebook marketer, how many impressions? What's the cost per lead? What's the return on investment on those leads? So whatever you can measure with your mind, you can raise with the power of your mind. Every one of you should have a whiteboard, and you should have your database, your pipeline, and your marketing. And what's that generating every month? And you walk into your office in the morning, you look at those numbers, know the score, and you just see them like slot machine. God will bring you the how. Surrender the how and enjoy the wow. But know the score, which is another paradox. God speaks to us in paradoxes. Steel geniuses will get into flow through measurement. Blaze geniuses need measurement to contain the fire. So wherever you are in the wealth dynamic square, whether you're introvert or extrovert, you need to know the score, and you want to be raising that score every month with enthusiasm.
It needs to be visible.
It needs to be visible. You need to see your SOI, your pipeline, your marketing, all, whatever you can measure with your mental energy, you can raise with your mind by looking at it every day and getting excited. Knolly knew the score because he had 100 pre-listing packets printed out on his table. He had 80 to 100 Monopoly houses on a board. And every day he was looking at that score and he was measuring it. So there's power in overcoming this clinginess by getting into the excitement of the measurement and then just raising it every day. Know the score, raise the score, know the score. I learned this from Kevin Trudeau. This is like a secret law of wealth expansion, is just know the score of your business. I have 1,211 leads in my database in KB Core right now. I know the score. I have these many contacts, these many deals in my pipeline. I'm going to be measuring and raising that score every month as I grow my business. If you look at a leaf floating down the river, you would not mistake the current that is moving for the leaf. Let me say that again. If you look at a leaf floating down the river, you wouldn't mistake the current that's moving the leaf. You have to be connected to the current to move things. Money, like love and creativity, moves powerfully when it's connected to a larger purpose. What's Knolly's purpose in this room? To help you become the agent that God created you to be. To help you achieve your ultimate greatness. What's Artemis's purpose? Same thing. Money is going to flow to us because our purpose is bigger than just a real estate transaction. If you're an agent watching this, you can have a purpose for mothers and fathers, for homes and families, for communities, for contribution, for helping people.
I met this gal, she called themselves badass moms, and they're like single moms that have gotten together, and that's the name they chose, was badass moms.
For their real estate business.
For their real estate business.
Yeah, yeah. So we're still in the heart today, by the way. We haven't gotten to the head. Because I can feel you guys dropping down into your chest, which is really good. The heart never has a question.
Yeah.
And in your heart is the answer before your mind can ask the question about your real estate business. Yeah. So let's talk about prosperity and creating happy money in your business. Prosperity is happy money.
Happy money.
Happy money. Abundance is your birthright. Prosperity, you got to work on that one. We're all abundant right now because we're children of God. But prosperity is the deep knowing. Remember, there's a difference between knowledge and knowing. Prosperity is the deep knowing that the more I give, the more I will receive in proportion to my deeper purpose, combined with my most powerful desire to serve others. Service is the law of life and the law of expanding wealth. When you serve 100 clients a year, that's prosperous. When you serve 1,000 people a year, that's greater prosperity. When you can serve 10,000 people a year, you will be very happy and prosperous indeed and start creating happy money. Sad money is when you're doing it just for the money. Happy money is when you're doing it in service to others backed by your purpose. Remember about abundance. I skipped this one, but this is important. You can be extremely abundant without having lots of money. And you can have lots of money and not feel very abundant. How many of you know rich people who are really sad and lonely? So you need prosperity too in your real estate business. You need to understand that, hey, how am I going to get those 20 people a year if that's in your sweet spot? And then how am I going to move from 20 to 50? And then how am I going to move from 50 to 100 a year? Through the Freedom Agent formula. Because you're going to need all 5 of these pillars working in harmony and with your zone of genius, backed by powerful systems and flow to get to 100 people a year. You're going to need a clear mind, powerful position, lead generation mastery with systems in flow and your team in flow. Now we're going to talk about creating wealth from the mind. So to review, in your heart, understand that a clear understanding of your purpose, your value, your vision, all that starts to percolate. And it comes up to the mind. When you start having a clear vision, where do you want to be a year from now? Where do you want to be 10 years from now? Why are you doing real estate? How can you connect more prosperity and purpose and service to your marketing, branding, and automation? And make those emotional connections with your marketplace that brings more deals in. That really all starts in the heart. Purpose, passion, spirit. And now we're going to move from that place into the mind and the wealth lighthouse. So we can understand how can we take our heart, which is at the center of this formula, into a business model, into structures that create wealth. Because money's not personal. The mind's role is to learn and analyze. The heart's role is to choose and do. Don't get trapped in your heads, agents. Let your heart be the guide and your inner compass as you build the brand, marketing, and systems that flow. Otherwise, it's just another hustle. You know, you can build a 7-figure branding and marketing engine and get lost in your mind doing it and not be happy. Or you can connect to the purpose of why you're building your real estate business and who you serve and why you're serving them, and eventually work yourself out of a job, like Knolly did. Your clear mind contains your vision, your self-image, and your genius. Your heart contains your purpose, your passion, and your luminous spirit. And I'll unpack a lot more of these in my training videos. Money is not personal. It flows through 7 primary structures, as I talked about at the beginning of class, as seen in the Wealth Lighthouse. Wealth is easy when you have a map and a compass. Yeah. Yeah. The paradox is that your business also requires that you live passionately and know your purpose to attain lift up the Wealth Lighthouse. If you're at red level and you want to get to orange, all the structures in the world are not going to get you there without lift. Passion, purpose. This is the why. This is the 5th element of business creation that Roger taught me, is that we have the what, the who, the when, and the how, but we also need the why. Because if you're at red level, you need the why. If you're at orange level, you need the why. If you're at yellow level, you need the why.
How many of you have taken the test to see what level you're at? Okay, cool.
The test is right here. bit.ly/prime wealth test. You can take the Wealth Lighthouse test and start getting some training on this. So I'll get to that slide. So you're going to need lift. You're going to need to reconnect to your heart, reconnect to your purpose, reconnect to your passion, and reconnect to the Holy Spirit of God that fires you up to go out and serve people in the real estate market. Who do you serve? Why do you serve them? How are you providing exceptional value? Powerful positioning, branding, and marketing is in your exceptional value. Money, truth number 3. It's not personal, it's about your structure. Stop making your money about you and how you feel. Money flows to Donald Trump whether he's happy or sad. Money is not vibration. It's about the structures you create. And paradoxically, you do need to be happy while you create it. But it doesn't flow according to your vibration. It flows according to the structures you build in your business model, based on 7 levels. Money is not personal. This is something you'll have to pray on and contemplate and experience as you build structures with Knolly and I. Because once the structures are in place and the money comes, whether you're not looking at it or not, you know that it's not about you. But for some of you, you're thinking, well, I don't really understand what you mean right now. And that's okay. Some of us have made money way too personal. That's why we're broke. Just think about that. Money's not about you. It's just about structure. SOI, farm, and niche. Powerful position, lead generation, systems in flow with your team in flow. Those are all structures, guys. Maximize your wealth with your own inner compass to attain lift in your real estate business. The lift comes through connecting to these processes that I'm introducing you today. And now we're going to talk about the different levels. So this is the structure of red level. Now, if you're at red level, don't start kicking yourself and judging yourself because you're at red level. Just observe that, hey, I'm at red, I need to follow a structure to get to orange. Or if I'm at orange, I need to follow a structure to get to yellow. So a red level agent is someone who's doing a deal every month, but they're making just enough money to have zero. If you're not producing income in real estate to pay your bills, you're at infrared, you're underwater. But red is just at the foundation of the lighthouse. It's what we call the survivor. You're just surviving, you're just getting by. In order to move from red to orange and get consistent cash flow where you can start saving money, you need to grow your relationships, build your SOI, do the two. Commit to conduct, grow your relationships, do the two. You need to measure your money and know the score in your real estate business and start raising that score with faith and abundance. You want to pinpoint your passions. Remember I talked about what comes from the heart? Passion, purpose. What do we need to get lift? Greater passion. You got to be on fire because that energy is contagious. It brings people in. And you also want to follow your flow. You don't want to be lead generating like a steel genius if you're a blaze genius. You don't want to be lead generating like a blaze genius if you're steel genius. You know? So red level, these are the structures you put in your business model to get to orange. When you're orange level, 20 to 30 transactions a year, you're doing a good job. People comment how good your work is. You've got 20, 30 5-star reviews on Google My Business. You got referrals coming in every couple months. You're starting to get out there in the marketplace. You're starting to become known as an agent. You're not a yellow level agent yet, but you're an orange level agent. And to move from orange to yellow, what do you need? A deeper purpose, a greater vision, more passion. Every level has its devil as we move up the lighthouse in real estate. At orange level, you're going to identify your identity. Who do you choose to be known as in the marketplace? You're going to measure your market and monetize your moment in campaigns. All of this comes directly from Your Wish is Your Command of just speaking, the Millionaire Master Plan. All this comes from the Millionaire Master Plan. And when you're measuring your market and monetizing, you're starting to create powerful marketing and promotion campaigns, such as Google ads and Facebook ads, where you can get measurable return on investment through those marketing campaigns and generate powerful reach into your SOI and powerful influence in the market. So you not only have a powerful brand identity, you're out there delivering more value to your marketplace through videos, through seller's guides, through resource lists, through checklists, through how-to videos. And all that energy you put into your measuring the market begins to monetize in the form of leads and leverage through promotion plans and marketing campaigns. And doing this digitally now is a lot more fun than doing it with paper. So you want to create a powerful position, powerful promotions that attract more leads than you can handle. And when you start to get more leads than you can handle in your business, you start building team. And team gets you to yellow level. So if you're red level, do this until you get to orange. If you're orange level, follow this structure until you get to yellow. And Knolly and I provide all the tools and the systems and the training to get you from each of these steps.
Arttemis,
And I,
from the different levels, I know we put this together, but how many deals would you say would be at each level? Just guessing.
yes, this would be 5 to 10 deals a year probably.
5 to 10.
Yeah, this would be like 20 to 40, and then this would be 50 to 100.
Gotcha.
Yeah, deals a year. Now, each agent has a different variable, because sometimes an orange level agent just has a really good SOI, but they don't have systems. You know,
So they get a lot of organic business.
they get a lot of organic business. Whereas so that would be like low level orange. High level orange would be lots of organic traffic, but also lots of paid traffic. Where they're taking 10% of every commission and putting it into Facebook or Google with systems that flow, so the leads are coming in while they're sleeping. And so there's a low level orange and a bright level orange, depending upon how you've measured your market. You know, if you're a listing agent, you've got seller's guides, you've got checklists, you've got home swap, you've got videos, you've got retargeting campaigns. All these things are putting you out there in front of tens of thousands of people on social media, and they're bringing the leads, the seller leads in. Because you've measured your market and you know how to take that 10% in commissions and convert it into 100x ROI. You know, it may take you 6 to 12 months. of systems and flow, but it's worth it. It's totally worth it. And then yellow level is like an octopus. You know, it's like you're the quarterback and you have all the players, and you just have this tentacle effect, and everyone's dependent upon you to get things done. And so you start to build more refinement. At yellow level, you refine. So Knolly is currently at a yellow level in EXP, and his goal is to get to green level. So in order for Knolly to move from where he is now to where he wants to be, he's going to need to establish his enterprise promise for the team and build a bigger why. We need to refine his rhythms of how he works with the team leaders and how he duplicates himself within those leaders. And we need to synchronize his steps. And that's how Knolly gets from yellow to green. Yeah. And then Roger Hamilton, in his brilliance, created steps all the way up. Yeah. 99% of agents are here. Only the top 1% of 1% get here, unfortunately. Because we're all too distracted. We're not following the right structures to grow with the right systems and leverage. But with the Wealth Lighthouse, why am I always talking about this stuff? Because guys, it's really powerful. When you clear your head and you stop paying attention to the noise, and you actually start following your compass in your real estate business, you have lift. And you'll get to where you want to go. Through a powerful position, measuring your market, monetizing your moment with systems in flow, with a team in flow. It's a system, guys. Money is about structure. It's just how do I build it around me? How do you build the business around you? That's the opportunity. Is you got to build it. You got to build the structure. If you don't have enough money in your life right now, it's not about you. It's about the structures that you're missing. Money follows through these structures.
Let me share something too. So the cool thing about what Arttemis is teaching is that this is for life. So once you get this and you snap into it, this will carry you for the rest of your life. So for example, when I took this test, and I was I at I don't think I was at EXP.
No,
I wasn't.
Actually, no, you were. Yeah.
I just started.
Yeah, you just started.
So I was at green level at that point, but when I started with EXP, a whole new opportunity, whole new business. I started at
red level.
At red level.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pretty much at red level, maybe even infrared. But you can move. But once you understand these principles, any new business or venture that you start, you go up the Wealth Lighthouse very quickly. So even though like I'm now at yellow level, but it just took me like 24 months to get to yellow. You know.
It took you 2 years to get from red in EXP to yellow.
Right.
That's a movement of 8 to 10 months each level.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take a long time. You just got to like focus and have a clear mind, understand your position in the marketplace, build your lead generation. And so in the first year, what were you doing? Building lead generation. Because you knew ClickFunnels, you knew videos, and you were doing all that. Same thing as in your real estate business when you're building, listings and leads. You just got to understand the structures and start building the systems. And the right strategy at the wrong time is still the wrong strategy. If you're red level, don't do this until you master this. If you're orange level, don't try to be like Knolly. Do this for about a year, and then through you becoming who you desire to be and having the structures around you, the money will start flowing. The leverage will be created through the structure. And when you have your heart in your business, when you have the why and the purpose, it's a whole lot of fun, guys. You have the energy of God behind you when your purpose is clearly defined. This is the final truth I'll share today. I knew I wasn't going to get through all 7. I wasn't planning on getting through all 7 because that'll be part 2.
Well, we can bring Seamus up and then we can have you continue.
Yeah. An abundance of money will follow your deepest purpose aligned with the proper structure to fill your bank account. When you match the right business model structure with your purpose, it's pure magic. And for some of us, we just do a good job. And then we die. And that's not why I'm here today, guys. I'm here to help you make money with meaning and live your true purpose on the path of least resistance, knowing who you are, but also knowing where you are. Because if you want to get to orange or yellow or green or blue, there's a map. There's a compass. Thank God to Roger Hamilton, we have it now, you know? It's like, how do I connect to my purpose? It's the most challenging question for me to answer. But you feel it right now in your heart in this room. Those of you who are in this room are getting it through me from God. This information didn't come from me or Roger. This came from God. This is God's map of wealth. This is God's laws of nature. It's just redesigned for entrepreneurs to understand how to create freedom and finance. You know, financial freedom brings so much mental, emotional, and spiritual freedom. And thank God we have a map now. We have structure to follow. It's always been working. Like every one of us in this economy lives inside this lighthouse at a certain level. This is universal. It's all just money flow and structure. And it all correlates with nature and the cycles of nature and the seasons. Roger was just the first one to quantify it and give us a language so that we can follow the laws of nature in our business and create businesses that flow where we don't burn out. We don't have to hustle and grind. We can start having freedom, ease, and flow. And at the core of all of it is purpose. At the core of all of it is the fifth element. It's why you do what you do. And the thing about purpose is at first you'll answer the question, who do I serve in the real estate market? Why do I serve them? How do I provide them exceptional value? And you'll get, when you answer those questions really well and you start to build your brand marketing and automation around those answers, you have your first level of purpose. But then you get to orange level and you have to ask yourself the question again. Who do I serve? Why am I serving them? How can I provide even more exceptional value? Orange level is where you start to attract team. This is where David Dutton is at right now. And man, David had some blocks. And he's had some stuff that I've been like pulling weeds and planting flowers because he wants to get to here. And he can feel the calling of God in his heart in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, he's got five to six agents on his team. He can feel God in his heart saying, grow, grow. But every level has its devil. So we have to have a mentor. We need to be asking ourselves better questions. Who do you serve? Why do you serve? How do you provide value? How do you translate that into your business model where it becomes magnetic? Yeah. And it starts and it's both physical and spiritual. It's both natural and supernatural. And it works together. Yeah. You know, it's really profound. And it's nice to have, you know, as you're working with your left brain in your business, which is like how many in your SOI, how many deals in the pipeline, how much in your marketing, you're also going to have your purpose and your passion on there too. So I'd recommend as you measure your business in the numbers, you also are reminded every day of your purpose. If you want to get connected more to this fifth element that runs at the center of the lighthouse, speak it out loud every day. When I get up in the morning after I do hydration and movement and meditation, I read my purpose out loud. I fire myself up. And then I meditate to receive instruction. So if you want to get more fuel to get from red to orange to yellow, you're going to need to ask yourself these questions and connect with it and write it down and get a coach and get clear on it and then read it out loud and then just see what happens as you start to read your purpose out loud every day. Yeah. Because it is supernatural, because we're connecting to spirit. You know, we're connecting to the fifth element. And so that's the final thing I'll leave with you today about creating wealth, is that money is what you have wealth is what you have when all the money's gone, and purpose helps you build that wealth. And when you connect the purpose with the proper structure, it's just pure magic.
I love it.
It's just pure magic. Yeah.
Good job, Arttemis. Thank you. Thank you. We're not done, guys.
Come on, Seamus.
Yeah, we want Seamus to come up, and then I've got some stuff to share with you guys before we close it out. Isn't it funny how quickly the time can go?
Yeah.
Especially when you're learning principles like this. Thank you, Seamus, again, buddy. Appreciate you.
Good to see you.
So Seamus, once again, has sponsored this event. He's given us his beautiful space here. And Seamus, many of you already know, they did my first loan. When I was 26 years old, they approved me for $400,000 loan. Can you believe that? A 26-year-old? So what I like about Seamus is, you know, I've been in business for 32 years, been in real estate for over 17, but this guy gets it done. I know we all have that mortgage person that we trust and that we like, But I say, hey, give this guy a try, because you know, I've done over 1,200 deals. There's a reason why I trust Seamus. So with that, Seamus, thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for giving us your room.
Thanks, Knolly.
Take it away.
Yeah. I see a couple of familiar faces here from the last time.
You bet.
So I'm not going to take up a lot of time. Yeah, we all know mortgage lenders.
It's exciting.
Something popped into my head, you know, because I'm always kind of like thinking about when I'm going to talk to somebody. But it's interesting that team, the last letter in team is N. N is for mortgage, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I want to be a part of your team. And everybody is different when it comes to a mortgage. You know, some people are going to shop online. Some people are going to have issues. Some people are going to be W-2'd and they've got a side business that they took a $100,000 loss on. So whether you guys have a client who says they're pre-approved or they've got a lender, you know, feel free to suggest that they reach out to me and I'll take a look at them. Like if I look at a client and let's say they're with a wealth manager, right? So the mortgage bankers and mortgage brokers, we all you know, drink from the same well, so to speak, right? So rates are usually, you know, right there, right? You might be off by an eighth, right? But somebody could be with a wealth manager at Wells Fargo or Bank of America, and they've got some sort of portfolio product that's like a quarter, or sometimes it might be 3/8 lower than me. So if I see something like that, I will tell them. I'm like, you know, that's awesome. You know, you guys have got a really good deal. But you know, if you want to, especially in this marketplace that we're in right now, if you want to be assured that your client is good to go before you put all your time and energy and put them in your car, I texted Arttemis a deal that came up on, I don't know if you shared this with anybody or not yet.
Oh, please share. Yeah, go ahead and share it.
On Sunday, I sent approval letters out. I sent one out at midnight last night. I sent a couple out on Easter Sunday because if I've got my phone with me, that's my office. Was it 78745? It was 78747, whatever. But this listing was $589,000. So early on Easter Sunday, they had said, well, send over an approval letter at 725. So we sent over an approval letter at 752.5.
Wow.
And they didn't get the house. Went for 820.
820?
820. I sent.
What was the list price?
589.
Golly.
This was just on Sunday and Monday. Yeah. So this client that I had, right, her and her husband are both high techies. They got loads of cash in the bank, right? So on my approval letters, I put that the client has the financial ability to make the spread between appraised value and their contract price.
Mm-hmm.
But so even this client, who's golden, like I've sent out literally 20 approval letters in the last week. I don't have one contract, right? So I sold to another agent yesterday. So it's going to be really, really tough, especially if you have a first-time home buyer or somebody who's, you know, most of the people in the marketplace are struggling with a 5% down payment, right? You know, overall.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to make sure that the client, first of all, you kind of see what they're going, like in Tahitian Village, 289 was the list price.
Yeah.
This was yesterday. Your client, right? Went in at he was going to go in at 305 and when he decided 325.
Yeah.
But I looked at that client and I'm like, okay, does he have the ability to make up the spread between 289 and 325? This specific client actually did. What did you say? He got 10,000 earnest money and a 5-day option period?
Yeah.
He didn't get a sniff at that house. So what the point I'm making is, it's really hard to get a deal right now in this market. First of all, to get somebody under contract. So you better make sure that the client, if you get the client to the table and then the mortgage person screws it up or hasn't looked at the fact that their 20% down is now only 5% because they got to bring up that difference for the appraised value and what they're under contract for. And if that mortgage person hasn't looked at them with, oh, it's not a 20% down loan, it's a 5% down loan with mortgage insurance, is their debt to income ratio going to carry the deal? Can this deal get done? So you want to make sure you're working with a mortgage person that knows what they're doing. And I know what I'm doing. So feel free, like I said, if they're with somebody else, I'll gladly take a look at a client. Even if it is a wealth management type situation, I'll even go to my corporate office and say, I'm in a competitive pricing situation here. Is there any way we can keep this in-house? And I'll send down the Wells Fargo fee sheet to see if I can match it. And if I can match it, I will. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I know you guys.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it a long time. Like 26 years.
26 years.
26 years.
Woo!
Yeah, right
High
on.
five. Right
So
on, brother.
we have the DPA, so if you got first-time home buyers, and I don't even know, this market is it's crazy. Like I talked to a client yesterday from, she works out of Elgin, and I'm like, Nancy, it's going to be tough. That person only has 3.5% down, right? And I'm doing this for 26 years, and this is the first time ever, especially on the peripheral. You could always have a client that had 3.5% down. You could go in, you could negotiate the closing costs and do an FHA loan, right? Deal's done, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore. They gotta have the cash, man, right? There's like 30, 40 offers. So you gotta make sure that borrower is well qualified on the front end before you put the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have to be super committed. These.
Oh yeah, they can't be. They gotta make a decision, and then the market's dictating that right now.
Yeah.
And people are coming to realize.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a market like this?
I have not. I
Yeah.
have not. In my personal opinion, is that it's not going to slow down. Like in the next 3-6 months, I don't see it slowing down because no inventory, as you know.
Right.
There's just no inventory. So and that's why Elgin, Lockhart, Manor, the same thing's happening.
Yeah.
Like I've got people in Lockhart on FHA type deals, and they're missing out on multiple offer deals in Lockhart.
You couldn't
Like
give
San Marcos.
you couldn't give those houses away back
You
in
couldn't.
10 years ago or 5 years ago.
Like Tahitian Village.
Yeah.
You know the way there's a load of lots available in Tahitian Village. I picked up two $15,000 lots yesterday. I'm like, why not? Like it was because you had said the 289.5 has gone for. It's like Tahitian Village is in multiple situations.
Go get those lots, Jameis.
No doubt. I
Go
mean, you
get
drive
'em.
around Tahitian Village and there's not even half. There's no roads on half the
Yeah.
on half the deal. So.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's like Tesla's coming in, Oracle have moved, and I think it's the influx of techie people, not only who have cash and stock options and stock, they've sold a house, so they're coming with cash, and it's just driving the prices up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling John, I'm like, well, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac better get their crap together in Austin, Texas real soon, because so there's a lot of parts of California where the conforming loan limit in Austin is 548, 250, but in high cost areas like San Francisco and LA, it's 725.5. Like we're going there just in a couple of months.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Like that 589.
Yeah.
Yeah,
property
we
as an
have to.
example,
Yeah, that
went for
makes sense.
825.
Yeah.
That's a jumbo loan all day long.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's amazing.
if anybody has any specific questions, I'll answer them, and then I'll let you guys get back to it.
We're still okay. Still on the live stream?
Yeah, that was just someone calling my phone.
Cool, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a seller's market, guys. It's time to build your marketing engines and go out and get those listings.
Oh,
And
I'll give you
then-
my phone number. I'll give you my phone number. So, and I have a weekly newsletter. I don't think I've got you on it yet, so make sure you text me your email address.
Yeah.
So I got a weekly newsletter that comes out on a Friday. It's a mortgage market guide, and it talks about the week that just has finished, what's happened mortgage rates, what's coming up next week, whether it's the jobs report or whatever financials are coming out from the feds that might have an effect on market, and it gives you an idea what rates are. So if you've got a client that asks you about what's going on with mortgage rate, you can just forward this newsletter and it'll be in your inbox every week. It's really,
nice.
really good. It's really good information to have.
And what are your thoughts on the moratoriums and when those will end?
The moratoriums.
You mean like they're holding back foreclosures, so there's millions of homes that could potentially open up at some point.
I had no idea about the
Yeah.
foreclosures would held back.
Yeah.
Is that HUD?
The government is
Oh.
holding
Yeah,
back.
the
Yeah,
Fed.
there's
It's
a
the Fed.
moratorium.
And there's actually
Well,
several.
the moratorium on are you talking about like I've heard that they're gonna the mortgage because people that have lost their jobs because of COVID don't have to make their mortgage payment.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard
that
they're
one.
going to extend that maybe through 2022.
Wow.
So people that had like it started out as a 3 month, I don't have to make a mortgage payment for 3 months. They're talking about extending that.
Which it makes sense because their equity's going up, so why not? I mean,
Well, I mean,
theoretically,
it's a blessing for those
theoretically,
people. It's a
yeah.
blessing for those people,
Yeah.
especially if you're in Central Texas market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that phone number is 502-845-8546. And if you send me your email, I'll put you on the list And then if you're ever trying to reach me, and you call that phone number, that's the only phone number I use. A lot of the time you're going to get a voicemail, but if you send me a text, you'll hear back from me relatively quickly. Like if somebody's texted me in the last 20 minutes I've been in here, I'll return the phone calls when I get out of here. So if you text me, and it's not like after 10 p.m. at night, you'll hear back from me usually within an hour or two max. So,
Thanks, Seamus.
there you have it. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
thanks for being here.
All right. Always good to be here. The positive energy of this
I
room
know.
is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Good, juju.
Thank you, Seamus.
All right.
Appreciate you, brother.
Take it easy.
Take care of you.
Yeah, good to see you. Take it easy. You'll have a good afternoon.
Okay.
Charles, Seamus. Very nice to meet you, buddy.
So, real quick, let's give Arttemis another round of applause. She did a great job. Thank you, Arttemis. Who's been having a crappy month, a crappy week? Anybody? I got some free giveaways. So 7 weeks to a positive life. Who doesn't have this? Okay, it's called 7 weeks to a positive life. So who needs a positive life right now? And then who had a birthday recently? Whose birthday month is it? This Charles? Okay.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay. So you got God's cure for worry. God's cure for worry. All right, I got a couple announcements, and then we're done. First of all, I want to thank you guys for being here. It means a lot that you come out in person. We're just getting back to in-person type stuff. It was a year ago that we came up with this we thought it was a genius idea to take over the world with live events. And so we came up with the idea February of 2020, and we spent many hours putting all the idea together, and then COVID.
Yeah.
so it was shut down. So it's nice to kind of get back out a little bit. It's not safe for everyone, I get that. But so thank you for being here. Thank y'all for being on the live stream. We got 11 people still on the live stream. And then we got a couple things that are coming up in May, which is next month. This is April. Yeah, next month is May. We're going to be don't the months kind of feel weird right now? Like this whole year and everything. So next month we're going to be going to Scottsdale. The Mentorship Masters group is going to be meeting in Scottsdale, Arizona. You're going to get a text about that this afternoon, about 2:30 ish. I've already got the text set up, but you'll be getting that. But we're going to be doing a 3-day mastermind in Scottsdale with Brent Gove and many of our senior partners. It's going to be a phenomenal, fantastic event. Those that couldn't go to Cabo, okay, or chose not to go to Cabo, we had a big event. We have a big event in Cabo in 2 weeks. We're going to have Cabo 2.0, which is going to be next month. So put that on your calendar. That's going to be really good. The other thing is in June, we got the new date, June 5. We'll collaborate on that and make sure it's a go. But on June 5, we plan to be back here, okay, in this room with Kevin and Fred. Everybody know Kevin and Fred? Kevin Kaufman, Fred Weaver will be flying to Austin. It's about time they get their butts over here. Flying to Austin, and they'll be doing a live event right here in this room. And that event is going to be a full day, and it's going to be all about agent attraction. Okay, so those of you that want to grow a team or grow your business or just grow in general, you absolutely want to be there. We were at the event, month before last, and we flew to Arizona to be there, so that's going to be really good. And there's going to be a lot of great stuff coming up in the pipeline for Mentorship Masters too. So what I've done, there's 8 pillars that I teach. It starts off with what? What's the first pillar? Mindset, right? Mm-hmm. So it's mindset, activities, people, systems, tools, money, accountability, and training. Those are the 8 pillars. And then there's the 4 bodies. Okay, we have a physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental body. So what I've done with that is I've created a 1-year curriculum. Okay, a 1-year curriculum. Sounds crazy, but it basically is a 12 months. So we're going to spend 1 month on each pillar. So we've already done basically about 3 lessons on each pillar, and then 3 lessons on each body. So essentially what we're becoming here at Mentorship Masters is a success system. So when somebody joins, when you bring somebody in, they'll be able to start and they'll be able to go through the full cycle. It doesn't really matter where they enter. Mm-hmm. So this will be a curriculum that we can continue to recur every year as a refresher. Because this is when you study the 8 pillars and the 4 bodies, it's the system for success. And I love what Arttemis is doing. We're going to bring him back for more of this. So thank you guys for being here. Anybody else have anything that they need to add to this? Has it been good? Any ahas? Any ahas?
Takeaways.
Any takeaways or ahas?
Are you going to read the Millionaire Master Plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get it on Audible.
Yeah, get it on Audible. Enjoy it.
Oh, Knolly, you're on Audible. Are you doing your Audibles now? Or are you going to?
Oh, my book on Audible? Yes, I am. I did set up a studio in my master bedroom closet. So it's my new Audible studio. I've just got to, you guys vote my victory, okay? Vote my victory. Because there's a fear there of getting started with that. It's like, doing Audible is like kind of a whole nother rabbit hole. So you've got to learn software and you've got to do all this stuff. I make it more difficult than it is, but that's what steals tend to do. Yeah. We try to build this thing up and like, but I've got all the equipment, I got the software. I have no more excuses to not do it. So yes, I will have that on Audible soon.
I'd like to get another one of your books. Mine's all.
Every one of you guys should have. And I'm glad you brought that up. So success with listings, a lot of people are like, man, I just want to know how to do it. I don't want this etherical crap, about the mind and heart and all that. Just tell me what to do so I can get some deals. Yeah. And that's the reason why I wrote this book, because this is the step-by-step, the how is here. I hardly even teach the how anymore because it's right here, 380 pages. So if you don't have it, you can download it for free at knolly.com. If you're listening to this, no matter if you're in our group or not, knolly.com, you can download this, or you can get it on Amazon. And then the other book that people want to know how to get listing leads. Remember, I've been telling you guys for years about listings, okay? In an up market, listings. In a down market, listings, okay? And many of us in a crazy market, listings, right? So who's king of the market right now? The ones that have the listings, right? So this is Triple My Listings, 27 marketing ideas for free seller leads. And so you can also get this free at knolly.com. Thank you guys for...
Are you still live streaming?
Yeah, we're still live streaming. What's up? Oh yeah, on the live stream. So Triple My Listings, you guys, it's showing up backwards for those of you at home, and then success with listings. All right.
And also remind the masters if they choose to go to Scottsdale, it's going to be short days with a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's a good point. So when we do Scottsdale,
it's close to
Sedona,
close
and
to
Prescott.
You can make it into a little extended vacation.
Yeah, if you choose to go, which I highly recommend, the event is going to be like from 9 to noon, and then you got the rest of the day off. So the first night, I think it's an evening, like from 2 to 5 or something. And that's how Brent likes to do them. And then you can do golf, you can go swimming, you can go to the spa. So it's going to be at a really, really nice Hyatt resort type, place.
When is this again?
It's going to be May 14th through 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I'm texting everybody out the information this afternoon, so you'll get that. Hey, I know you guys have things to do, places to be. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you. We love you. We're doing this for you, and we'll see you next time. Adios. Bye, y'all.